The cameras stopped for a second, and the world seemed to hold its breath. In Milan, the crowd suddenly gasped so loudly that reporters nearly dropped their microphones because a black car door opened slowly and the figure stepping out moved like a shadow carved from calm and glow. At that exact moment, thousands of kilometers away, in Paris, another crowd erupted like thunder breaking through snow because a leather-clad silhouette appeared beneath flashing lights that painted the night like a show. Two cities, two runways, two storms beginning to grow, and the internet didn't yet know that history was quietly preparing its flow. One fan whispered with trembling hands, "Is this coincidence or something bigger than we know?" Another fan screamed through the barricade, "Tonight something legendary will show." In Milan, the elegant aura of Xiao Zhan stepped forward like poetry walking slow, while in Paris the magnetic presence of Wang Yibo moved like lightning ready to glow. Screens around the world flickered awake as clips began to spread, and hashtags rose like fireworks bursting red. Fashion editors leaned closer, their voices dropping low, because two global icons were about to steal the show. And somewhere in the digital ocean of fans and dreams, one quiet question began to grow. Was this a rivalry, a coincidence, or the start of a story no one could yet know? The morning sun in Milan shone like liquid gold across the street, while fans gathered in whispers waiting for someone rare to greet. Then the door closed gently, and Xiao Zhan walked ahead, calm and elegant like a page from a novel once read. His suit shimmered softly, like midnight dressed in grace, and the cameras chased every angle of his face. Photographers called his name while reporters rushed the scene, saying Milan had never looked quite this serene. Every step he took felt measured and grand, like a prince returning to reclaim his land. Fashion critics scribbled words like timeless and divine, while stylists whispered that the moment would forever shine. Some fans raised banners high above their head, while others simply stared in quiet awe instead. Because Xiao Zhan's presence felt gentle yet immense, like a calm ocean hiding infinite suspense. Across the continent where Paris lights danced in silver rain, another moment arrived with a different kind of flame. Outside, the runway crowds pushed closer to the gate, sensing that something electric was about to dominate. Then suddenly the entrance opened wide like a cinematic scene, and Wang Yibo stepped forward cool and sharp and clean. His leather jacket flashed beneath the Paris sky, while cheers exploded louder than fireworks flying high. Fans shouted his name with laughter and delight, because his presence felt rebellious yet bright. His walk carried rhythm like music in motion, a storm of charisma rolling like a fearless ocean. Street-style photographers chased every stride he made, declaring that Paris had just witnessed fashion's boldest parade. Some fans cried with joy while others could barely breathe, because Yibo's aura felt powerful beyond belief. Soon the internet awakened like a roaring tide, as Milan and Paris began their viral ride. Clips of Xiao Zhan's elegance traveled like a whispering flame, while Wang Yibo's fearless walk ignited the same. On phones and laptops across continents wide, fans compared the stars with unstoppable pride. Some wrote that Milan's prince ruled with calm command, while others said Paris had found its modern brand. Edits appeared within seconds, looping the scene again, turning runway steps into legendary trends. One fan posted softly, "This is history in flow," while another replied quickly, "The fashion world just witnessed the greatest show." Millions watched as the moment grew bigger by the hour, proving that influence can rise like unstoppable power. Yet beneath the comparisons and playful debate, a deeper story lingered beneath the weight. Because years ago, a television world once shined, creating a bond that fans still keep in mind. In the beloved drama The Untamed, two rising actors shared the screen, weaving a chemistry unforgettable and serene. Their characters walked through fantasy skies, yet their partnership sparked worldwide eyes. Since then, their paths have wandered different roads, carrying success in powerful modes. Xiao Zhan moved with elegance refined and bright, while Wang Yibo explored new styles of fearless light. But whenever the two names appeared in the same glow, the internet felt that familiar echo. As the Fashion Week nights continued their glittering run, journalists realized the spectacle had only begun. Milan kept celebrating Xiao Zhan's graceful flair, calling him the definition of timeless wear. Paris kept replaying Wang Yibo's fearless stride, praising the confidence he carried with pride. But something curious appeared within the online tide. Fans slowly noticed the rivalry wasn't a divide. Because every comparison, every debate, every cheer only made both legends rise higher each year. Fashion magazines printed headlines bold and grand, describing the moment as a global fashion stand. One writer concluded in a poetic tone, saying the world had just witnessed a double throne. Days later, the runways finally dimmed their light, and the crowd slowly drifted into night. Yet the echoes of that week refused to fade away, because fans kept replaying every shining display. Milan still glowed with Xiao Zhan's royal grace, while Paris remembered Wang Yibo's electric pace. And somewhere between the two cities and their glow, the truth of the story began to show. It was never truly a battle to decide who would reign, nor a contest to measure glory or fame. Instead, it became a rare moment history chose to reveal, where two stars could rise without one needing to kneel. The fashion world had witnessed something powerful and new, a reminder that legends can shine brighter in twos. And long after the cameras ended their glow, fans would still remember that unforgettable show when Milan crowned Xiao Zhan in elegance low and Paris roared proudly for Wang Yibo.